Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me and allowing me to continue to be your daily advocate. If you're new here or you're not subscribed for any reason, please do me a huge favor and hit the subscribe button. Thank you to all of you who have been watching and following me for so long. It truly means a lot, and I'm glad that I can be this person.
Huge XRP news. Earlier I posted a video about a guy who revealed that Wells Fargo has been trading on a Swift replacement. Now I got an online service agreement update from Wells Fargo talking about real-time payments by Clearinghouse, a Ripple partner. Strap in, because the proof is just here, guys, right? I still don't understand how people still don't see what's taking place before our faces. Real-time payments, RTP service, uses the RTP network operated by a third party, the Clearinghouse. When you send a payment using the RTP service, you authorize us to deduct the amount of the payment from your account immediately, and the funds will typically be made available to the payee within seconds. Again, within seconds, guys. After it is sent, a real-time payment cannot be cancelled or amended. You can request that a payee returns funds to you, but the payee is not required to return the funds. Even if you entered an incorrect amount, sent a payment to the wrong payee, right? You authorize Wells Fargo to share your personal information, including your name, Wells Fargo account number, and routing transit number with the Clearinghouse. So basically, guys, if you go down here, why does that matter, right? Where's the evidence? Where's the proof? Source: real-time payments service from Clearinghouse is a Ripple partner. Isn't that interesting, huh? If you go here, Ripple partner FIS and the Clearinghouse join forces to bring real-time payments for US banks, right? It's about these central bankers. Now, a Ripple partner, FIS, a Ripple partner, has partnered with the Clearinghouse for bringing real-time payments to the United States financial institutions and banks. Together, they will provide the US banks as well as their customers with quick and convenient real-time payment solutions. Now, if you go here to provide quick payment solutions, according to the report from Business Wire, the financial technology leader FIS has joined forces with the Clearinghouse for setting up a system of quick and real-time payments in the United States for banks and financial institutions. Through this payment system, all of the small and medium-sized banks, financial institutions, and their customers would be able to access more convenient and faster payment solutions, right? Again, do we see what's happening, guys, right? The US can now connect to the RTP network that ensures real-time or quick payments. Even if people are going to use, this is how we know the world is heading towards that direction, guys, right? About fast payments, quick payments, efficient. So guys, it's all there. Now it connects to this from Crypto Airy, a stable coin like JP Morgan coin tied to USD, USDC, or Fed issued coin has a role, but not a perfect solution because 1. has counterparty risk, 2. it's not a geopolitical neutral asset, 3. exposure to inflation. You are still going to need a liquidity token XRP between them. Again, from David Schwartz himself. Listen very carefully.
So one of them is a stablecoin is generally going to be pegged to some asset, let's say the dollar. It's not going to be a sort of geopolitically neutral asset, at least not in the foreseeable future. Also, it's going to have some sort of counterparty that's going to sort of regulate and run it. And that's fine for the people who are sort of who are in with that regular. So for example, if you're doing anything with dollars, your exposure to the Fed is already in there. So if the Fed's going to issue a dollar stablecoin, those are dollars. There's no more real dollar than the Fed owes a dollar. That's a dollar for all practical purposes. But it's a dollar. It's not a euro. It's not, it's not any other asset. So I do think there's a role for stablecoins. Number one is a way of holding money, and as a way of keeping piles of money for deployment, but you're still going to need liquidity between them. And I still think that there's a huge market for a sort of liquidity focusing token that isn't tied to a particular jurisdiction. I think if the argument is that a stablecoin is stable and super efficient, and so that makes it great, then all you need is a couple of chinks in that, because the argument is essentially a perfection argument. It's so perfect, why would you use anything else? Well, it's really not perfect, because there's a counterparty, there's a jurisdiction, there's inflation, and if inflation is low, it's going to be expensive to exist. If inflation is high, people aren't going to want to hold it, but the issues will make money. So it's not a perfect solution either. I think having a large number of solutions networks will inspire people to improve payment systems so that they can use. Like right now, people couldn't use either of these because they were using payment systems like Swift that can't settle. So I think having a suite of options that people like will inspire people to join the ecosystem of people who could use a digital asset to settle, could use a stable coin, and then it's on each of those ecosystems to compete to give customers the best solutions, and then customers will get the best experience because they'll have that freedom of choice of what works best for their particular problem.
Wow, beautifully stated. Again, when was Swift created, guys? Literally decades ago. What does that mean? It's outdated technology. That's where XRP, Ripple comes into the play, right? And these crypto or digital assets, should we say. Again, all the proof is right there, guys. Now, onto the news with the SEC, because this is absolutely insanity. From James K. SEC files letter claiming Judge Torres ruling on the motions to dismiss makes SEC internal documents, including the Hinman emails and the Estabrook notes, irrelevant, and that the SEC should not have to disclose them. What? By the way, it's quote unquote irrelevant, right? The Hinman emails, what's going on there? Again, the 63, by the way. Come on now, come on. This show is absolutely insane, isn't it, guys? It's just hilarious what's happening. Now, at what point does Judge Torres put her foot down and do something about the huge amount of disrespect the SEC keeps showing her? Again, when is it going to take place, guys? I mean, this is how we know this will probably put the nail in the coffin, right? If we go here to Stefan's tweet, the SEC vs Ripple lawsuit will be over the day the Supreme Court denies the SEC's appeal of its ruling to release the Hinman emails. Tragic but probably true. Clearly, the SEC is no longer concerned with the security status of XRP, but with covering its tracks. Isn't that insane? Why? At this point, is the SEC concerned with Ripple or XRP, should we say? Or is it concerned with covering its own tracks? Because, guys, they basically got so exposed that we know the corruption that's taking place over there, right? These US agencies, by the way. Look at this from John Deaton. More evidence that this motion is the biggest one in the case. Again, there we go. Like I said, what is the likelihood that that one person in a 63 email chain in 2018, while XRP and Ethereum were battling for number 2 spot, replied, "What about XRP?" So basically, this seems to be the biggest one of this case, is the 63 emails, guys. So we'll wait and see what development does take place in this scenario. But guys, it's absolutely insanity, because more proof in the pudding from XRP Crypto Quebec. Then Jay Clayton, Billy Hinman used their computers and produced 63 emails for Hinman's speech to manipulate the markets and misuse their position as insiders, which is equivalent to a Section 5 misconduct. So basically, guys, we can see the manipulations, all of these things that take place, right? Cybersecurity, the SEC, manipulation, misuse by insiders, cyber misconduct. Now remember, when they did sue Ripple, I'm pretty sure the people who were in the know sold their XRP position and possibly even shorted XRP at that time, even possibly with leverage, right? So they made a lot of money if that did take place. And then guess what? You buy back in when XRP was cheap at the 20-cent range. So guys, it's absolutely mind-boggling, because from Crypto Airy, once again, it connects to this tweet, the SEC's shameful attack. So guys, this is absolutely insanity.
Gary Ginsburg, they come on in. We heard Bill Hinman say, and Jay Clayton said, come in and we will work with you. I have to tell you, Jeremy, that, if someone such as yourself came to me today as a lawyer seeking advice, I would say, don't cooperate. Correct. That's my advice. I tell watch entrepreneurs, hide as much as you can do, obscure everything that you're doing, just hide as much as you can. And that's messed up, because that's what we did. We went in, we were maximally transparent. We said, here's the spreadsheet that you can download of literally line by line of everything we're doing with our money. And all I did was get punished for it. No, there's no sense in which by being a good guy, you're going to avoid it. The SEC, they're lazy. They're lazy people. They don't care about catching bad guys. They care about catching people that they personally dislike, or that are easy for them to catch. Okay, and you can look at some of the actors in this space that have been, clearly selling stuff that's crap, and the SEC doesn't even go after.
Wow, guys, wow. Is that not crazy? Again, at least, guys, the positive side of this whole shenanigans show was to bring out the corruption, right? To reveal the corruption to the world, what's happening with the SEC over there. Do people believe the SEC any longer after this Ripple case?
So enjoy your day, everybody. I'm always here for you. Leave any comments or questions below, and be sure to subscribe. But thanks, everybody. I really appreciate you. Enjoy your day, and I always have your back. So thanks so much, everybody.